What you lot saying, bro? You good, yeah? Yeah, man, I've got another thing to review, innit? Another TV series, innit, to review. This one's on Netflix still. Yeah, man. Alright, man, it's cold. Let me just put my thing on, my gloves on. I just realised, fam. Let me put my gloves on. It's cold in this motherfucker. It's straight up. It's cold, fam. It's cold, fam. Every day I do my reviews, or whatever. Not every day, but when I do my reviews, it's always fucking cold, fam. But yo, let me tell you about this TV series I've been watching still. It's lit, fam. You get me? Brotherhood. I mean, to be fair, yeah, it's okay, innit? I ain't gonna say it's mad lit, innit? I'll say it's alright still. It's not like mad lit though, but like so far when I watched it, it was alright still. Like I've been watching it and it's been calm anyway. But yeah, guys, before I talk about this TV series, as always, remember, like, comment, subscribe, you know what I mean? Check your boy out and that, you get me? Tell everybody, tell your friends, tell your mum, dad, you know what I mean? Tell your dog, cat, whatever, fish, whatever, do you get me? Tell everyone, bruv, do you get me? That man's out here doing the reviews again. Yeah, the TV series now, innit? Because before it was movies, now it's a TV series and that. So yeah, tell all your peoples, innit? Because obviously man's out here doing what he's got to do, innit? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be wasting no time out here, do you get me? You want to be out here doing what you got to do, because if you're not grinding and you're doing nothing, innit? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna do my thing, innit? So yo, guys, check mine out, innit? So look, so let me just explain to you what it's all about. Like, let's just start with the whole synopsis of this whole thing, innit, of Brotherhood, and get an idea of what it is. First, I checked it out on Netflix. I didn't even know what it was. I just saw the poster, and the poster was advertising it. So I was like, this is interesting still. And obviously, I like crime drama. So if those who know me, I like crime drama. And let me, before I go even more deeper, I'm just gonna do a little intro about who I am. For those who don't know me, it's the first time they're watching my channel. Yeah. So basically, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a movie reviewer. So basically, in the beginning, I was doing it in the cinemas. I was going to cinemas and talking to people directly, after the movie, and just getting to know their opinions, what they actually thought of the movie at the time. But because of the whole situation that's been going on, as we already know, I've been just doing it in my car, just been doing TV series, because obviously that's what people are watching right now. Because obviously, what choice do we have? We just have to watch TV series. You can watch movies, but most of the time it's TV series, which is popular because you can binge watch. Do you get me? So that's basically what it is. So yeah, so I've been watching a couple of stuff, and obviously right now I'm talking about Brotherhood. This is the first Netflix TV series I'm talking about, because all the others are different. Walking Dead's AMC, and it's Power Star. So this is Netflix. So yeah, right. So Brotherhood. Who's it? Let me just get all the information in it before I do anything, just to find out who wrote it and who's it written by, and all that before we get anywhere. So the writers, it says here, the program creator is Pedro Morelli, and writer Pedro Morelli again. So basically, he was the one who wrote this story. So right. This is basically the synopsis that's written on the internet of what it is. It says, an honest lawyer reaches a moral crossroad after discovering her brother is a leader of the rising criminal faction in Brazil. Right, so that is definitely one thing I gotta let you know, is that this story is based in Brazil. So the original series, or the actual language is spoken is Portuguese, but you can see that when you watch it's translating into English, but when you see the sync of it's a bit weird. You can see them talking another language, but it's synced in with English. So yeah, this is Portuguese. So or Brazilian, because they speak Portuguese. So but yeah, so basically it's about, they've already mentioned a bit about it. So basically it's about a family, so basically a sister, a brother, and the brother, sister, and younger brother. So basically the main guy who's in prison, the oldest brother, his name's Edson, and his sister's name's Cristina, and the youngest brother is Marcel. So basically it follows the relationship between Cristina and Edson, because basically what happened is Edson goes to jail at a pretty young age. I don't know what he done a crime, I think it was to do with drugs or whatever. Then he went to jail, and then he's been there for like a long time. But the plot is that he was arrested by his own family member. So I think it was his own dad that called the police on him, and they arrested him, and he went to jail. And obviously like he's been hating his family since then, innit? So then like he's mad, innit? So obviously he's like, there's no justice and all that, innit? So obviously his sister, because obviously the time when he was arrested, she was really young. She was a little kid, in it. So basically what happens is his sister becomes a lawyer, and then when she becomes a lawyer, she's basically trying to investigate and try, well, her plot is to try and get her brother out, but then she's trying to do it the right way, but then obviously there is no right way when it comes to the law and crime and all that. So yeah, so it goes down the corrupt way. So then she meets, she teams up with another police officer or detective called Android, and Android's just, he's corrupt as fuck, man. He's corrupt as fuck. So basically, like, the whole idea is to go undercover, and basically as she's going undercover, she's snitching to the police, you know what I mean, about the brother, what they, you know what I mean, what they're doing, because apparently the brother's now is the leader of you know, a group called the Brotherhood, and they're a violent group, you know what I mean. They're doing like a lot of crime outside, and obviously keep, you know, hurting people, killing people, you know what I mean. So of course, like, they want to investigate what's going on there. So basically she's trying to investigate about her brother, finding out about a bit more information about him, but not his brother don't know on the side that she's also snitching as well to the feds, you know what I mean, about him, because obviously she works for the feds as well, but she obviously acts like she's an innocent lawyer, but she's actually working against him. It's actually mad, you know, like, it's really mad. Like, it's crazy, because like when you later on get involved with it and you start to find out what's been going on, it's actually mad, because obviously what happens later on, obviously we meet his wife. I think her name is let me get the names here. Darlene, I think Darlene. Yeah, his wife's name is Darlene. Edson's wife, her name's Darlene, and she's basically taking on the role outside of, you know, because he's in the pin, innit? So she's outside of it, you know what I mean? She's the one doing all the works outside, in it, while he's in bin. So yeah, so she's looking after the organization, making sure everybody's is on the same page, and the Brotherhood, no one's like going behind anyone's backs and that. But then there's a guy called Ivan who's also part of the Brotherhood, and basically that's the guy that Cristina tries to gets him out, and his brother. When she gets them out, now what's happened is, like, it's just mad, because like apparently, like, there's been like they found there was like a snitch in it. And then the snitch is obviously her, innit? So obviously there was a snitch, and obviously like they found that there's a snitch about, you know, and it was like snitching on the organization, and basically like because it's like obviously she's working with the feds, innit? So the feds basically went after them, innit? So then they're like thinking to themselves like, wait, so how did the feds know we were in this location, and etc. So then obviously like they knew already it was an inside job in it, but obviously it was the girl who's actually Cristina, who's actually the one who snitched, you know what I mean? It's just mad, bruv. The whole plot of the story is basically that, you know what I mean? So she's basically just keeping herself covered. She's covering up, you know what I mean, for, you know what I mean? She's playing a character of, you know, trying to be this part of this drug Brotherhood, you know what I mean? But at the same time, she's a snitch, you get me? So it's actually crazy, because I've never seen something like this where, you know, you have a family member who's working with you, but under disguise, working for the feds, you know what I mean? And the shit that she gets up to is mad, bruv. Like, she doesn't even care. Like, she does care, but the shit, it gets really dangerous to the point that, you know what I mean, she even nearly had her brother killed. You know, it's mad, fam. Like, it's absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. There's not much I can say too much, because obviously, like, most of the episodes, when you look at it, it just stems from that. It really just stems from the idea of her just, you know what I mean, working with this Brotherhood team, you know what I mean, and getting involved in this Brotherhood, and then, you know, but also being a snitch at the same time, you know what I mean? So it's like she's two different characters, which is really fucked up, because in the end, like, a lot of people get killed under her, and she has to keep it a secret, and in the end she ends up becoming like them, because she has no choice, right? Because obviously she's seen so much murder, and she's got so much dangerous people in prison, and it's been her all this time, you know what I mean? He's just been behind it, but she has to keep her cover and that. So yeah, man, it's like, it's interesting, you know what I mean, to see that, do you get me? But really interesting, because obviously sometimes you'll be thinking, oh shit, damn, that's scary, bro. Yo, the productions that's in Brazil, bro, is actually pretty scary, man. They're quite good actors up there, you know what I mean? The main guy who plays Edson, and let me get his name. His real name, Sir George. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's the way. I'm pronouncing it in English. I don't know how they pronounce it. I'm obviously sure that's not the way they say it, but from the way it looks like Sway George. Yeah, he's a good actor, man. He's very intimidating, very intimidating. You look at him and he's like, yo, shit, you want to back away from this guy. Very, very intimidating. He's got a very, very strong, angry, violent look. You know what I mean? And like, you just look at him, you know already, you know, yo, when you see this guy, you know already, bro, like, it's done, bro. Like, he, you know, he's gonna finish you straight up. He's gonna cut you into little pieces and done. You know what I mean? You don't want to be messing around with this guy. This guy looks serious, bro. He looks like, you know, he'll kill you and your family, everyone around you. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, it's mad, fam. But yeah, yeah, it was really, really interesting, you know, like he's in the bin, and like it's just mad because it's obviously the Brotherhood ain't just, it's not really just only a violent group, they're also like fighting for causes of justice, because obviously within, you know, within the you know, the justice system, or within the jails, you already can see already there's corruption within the feds, like something that's not unusual, you get me? Like that's something that's always happened going on, you get me? And obviously they're corrupting the prisoners, you know, treating them bad, and obviously, you know what I mean, blackmailing them and all that, and you get me? So it's a bit of a madness, you get me, like all over the place. I'm not gonna go too into it, because obviously I haven't got that much time, and to be fair with you, it was a nice series, but it's not a series that I can be like, I can prolong it and talk about so much and be like, yeah, because a lot of people, I don't think I've actually seen it. Some people have probably seen it, but not a lot of people generally have seen it as much as, you know, as much as other series, you get me? So that's why I'm not gonna go too intensely about it, but I'm just gonna do a little brief talk about it, and yeah, and that's basically the synopsis of the story. Just to go straight into it and just to cut outside stuff, you know what I mean, more interesting stuff, you know what I mean. Yep, the girl is nice, I can't lie to you, she is absolutely beautiful. I mean, like, I saw that, I was like, you know what, this woman is absolutely nice, you get me? Like, of course, when you watch the show, is good, but it always helps when you have eye candy, or whatever, is that the word, eye candy, or you got a nice thing that's on the show that's, you know, that looks nice, you get me? That just helps it out, you get me? So yeah, man, like, when I saw her, I was like, yeah, man, this is lit still. Like, I mean, it was lit because she was in it, they ain't gonna lie, but apart from that, yeah, it was alright still. Like, it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was one of my favorites. It wasn't like my favorite. It wasn't like really, really great, like, in terms of like, it didn't stand out. It was very, very dark, you know what I mean? And I think that's kind of the reason why it wasn't as great, because I feel like when stuff is too dark, sometimes you need to have a bit of moments where it lights up a little bit, and it didn't really have a lot of light moments. It was just really, really dark, and it just stayed dark, and it's like, it just felt depressing at times watching it, and it's just like, yo, like, this is too dark, man. But apart from that, like, you know, it was I don't know, man, like, I don't know what more to say. That's basically what happened in it, basically. And obviously, yeah, I remember the scene, the younger brother, Marcel, he basically has a sister. He basically has a kid in it, and he wants to join the Brotherhood because obviously he's seen that his sister joined it, and she's a lawyer, and he's like, why are you joining it and all that? And then he joins it and finds that, you know, he gets a rude awakening and finds out that it's not actually what he thinks it is. You get me? Yeah, he gets punched up and everything. So he's like, yeah, it's just mad. It's actually mad. You know what I mean? It's mad. But it's not really an iconic scene for me to be like, yeah, it's just based, you know, the plot was very simple, it was very, you know, you can go and watch it, it's a lot of fun, you like, to watch it, it's calm, you know what I mean, when you watch it, you enjoy it, but it's not really like, it's not like a standout thing like Power, for example, it's not one of them ones, it's not one of them, it's just them ones where you watch it, it is what it is kind of thing, and that's it, it's just that kind of thing, you binge watch it, and then you just go about your business, you know what I mean. I don't really think there should be a season 2, to be fair. It's not that interesting for it to continue, like, to be honest with you. Like, I think it's that thing where it's like, it's good for what it is. Like, the first season was good enough. If you put a second season, no one's gonna bother to watch it, because like, the first season wasn't as great. So the second season, no one's gonna be expecting much anyway. Do you get me? Because the story, let me just be honest, the story from this first season wasn't strong enough. It wasn't really strong enough for it to contain another season. It was very basic and very just, I don't know, it wasn't exciting. There wasn't nothing to expect or look forward to. It was very simple. Like, it was very, very simple. And it's like, yeah, that's just basically my opinion of it, really. And yeah, guys, just let me know what you guys think. I mean, if you guys have seen it, let me know your opinion. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out and tell me your opinion. This is just my opinion, but at the end of the day, do you get me? So yeah, don't shoot the messenger. I mean, this is just my opinion in it. Some people may have liked it, some people may have not, but whatever. Like, this is what we do this for. It's all about just getting people's opinions and getting an idea of what people think about movies, and I'm giving my opinion about it. And then basically for me, it was alright. Overall, if I had to give it a grade, I don't want to be harsh, but it gets a D. It gets a D, yeah. It gets a D. It was okay. One thing I did like about it was just seeing different culture, like just seeing a different kind of area and environment, like a different type of. Because sometimes when you watch a TV series, you just get the, even when it's based in another country, you get the feel of it, like you get the vibe of it and you get the feel of it. And I just really like the difference, you know, just the culture, the Brazilian culture, and just the tone of it. I liked it, but I think that's the only thing that made it really, really great. But apart from that, the story. It was a bit weak for me, the story. It was very basic. It was something that I've never heard before, to be fair. It was something quite psychotic and crazy, but they didn't really do much with it, and I feel like they could have done more with it, added maybe more characters, made more twists, you know, make it more exciting. It was very just basic, and that was really it. And that's why for me it gets a D, because, you know, it could have done well. To be honest, it could have done better. It was good, but it wasn't better than what I expected. You know what I mean? I thought it was going to be better, because when you look at the poster, it advertises it. It makes it look like as if it is really good, but then it didn't really live up to what they portrayed it to be, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. That's just my opinion. I hope I haven't put anyone off to watch it. I hope I haven't put anyone off to watch it. You know what I mean? You know, it's up to you to watch it. You know what I mean? I'm not here to, you know, force anything. And I mean, I'm just giving my opinion, and that's just my opinion. And you guys feel free, go and check out yourself. But yeah, that's just my opinion of Brotherhood. Guys, take it easy, have a good day. You know what I mean? Take it, you know, relax yourself. Yeah, man. Until next time, innit? You know, I'm gonna try and, you know, do what I can in it. And yeah, man. And yeah, once again, before I go, just thanks guys again, just for supporting, man. Just checking man out, you know what I mean, just giving man support and that. And yeah, man, just keep doing what you're doing, keep supporting, keep the love out there. And yeah, man, I'm gonna try my best to keep doing what I do, and just keep bringing out more reviews for you for TV series that I've been watching and that. Do you get me? So yeah, man, take it easy. Peace.